Hi, my name is Tom, and I am a big buddy with Achieve Miami. Today I will be reading Jack and the Flumflum Tree by Julia Donaldson. This book has an AR reading level of 2.4, and I love this book because it's my brother's favorite book, and he loves it every time I read it to him, so it just brings me happiness every time I read it. And anyway, okay. Jack had a granny, and his granny had spots. Great big purple ones, lots and lots. The doctor came and he shook his head. Your granny has the measles, the doctor said. And the only cure in the world, said he, is a fruit that grows on the Flumflum tree. And the only place that the Flumflum grows is a faraway isle of Blow Your Nose. So Jack built a boat, and Jack found a crew. Red-cheeked Rose and stubble-cheeked Stu. And he said to Stu, and he said to Rose, we're off to the Isle of Blow Your Nose. Granny came down to the dock with Jack, and she gave him a bulgy patchwork sack. And in that sack were a pair of wooden spoons, a porridge bowl, tent pegs, some red and blue balloons, Granny's old skipping rope, a pack of chewing gum, 3 spotty hankies, and a tom-tom drum. And Jack said, Granny, what is the use of those? Aha, said Granny, and she tapped her nose. Then off sailed Jack with Stu and Rose for the faraway isle of Blow Your Nose. And here we can see all the different things that she put into the bag that we will see if they're useful later on in the story. Sharks, cried Rose. Lots, cried Stu. They'll gobble us, they'll guzzle us, whatever shall we do? Don't get your knickers in a twist, said Jack. Let's have a look in the patchwork sack. So because there's sharks, they're going to look in the bag to see if there's anything that they can use to fend them off. Red balloons, blue balloons, they should do the trick. Puff, puff, blow 'em up, let 'em go quick. And the sharks went nip, and the sharks went gnash, chasing those balloons with a bang, pop, splash. A leak, cried Rose. It's wet, cried Stu. The boat is full of water. Whatever shall we do? Don't get your knickers in a twist, said Jack. Let's have a look in the patchwork sack. So in this picture we see that the boat is filling up with water. So he's looking in the sack to see if there's anything that they can use to get the water out of the boat. Granny's pack of chewing gum. That should do the trick. Chew it up, stretch it out, stick it in quick. So they chewed and they stretched and they plugged that hole. And they bailed out the water with Granny's porridge bowl. Then on sailed Jack with Stu and Rose for the faraway isle of Blow Your Nose. Whoops, cried Rose. Help, cried Stu. I can't swim for toffee. Whatever will you do? Don't get your knickers in a twist, said Jack. Let's have a look in the patchwork sack. So we see that Stu falls out of the boat. So they're going to look into the sack to see if they can find anything to help him. Granny's old skipping rope, that should do the trick. Hold tight, throw it out, grab the handle quick. So they heaved and they hauled, and they pulled Stu in. Good old Granny, she saved my skin. Then on sailed Jack with Stu and Rose, till they came to the Isle of Blow Your Nose. And here in this picture we see the giant Flumflum tree, which is going to be very important in the rest of the story. And there on a hill for all to see stood the bright green feathery Flumflum tree. It's tall, cried Rose. It's smooth, cried Stu. It's not got any branches. Whatever shall we do? Don't get your knickers in a twist, said Jack. Let's have a look in the patchwork sack. Granny's bag of tent pegs. They should do the trick. Bang, bang, knock 'em in, climb the tree quick. So in that picture we see how they're using the tent pegs to make sort of a ladder so that they can climb the tree properly. Then up went Rose as nimble as could be, and she brought down the fruit of the Flumflum tree. Then Jack and Stu and Rose had a doze on the soft sandy beach of Blow Your Nose. A thief, cried Rose. A monkey, yelled Stu. He's got our precious Flumflum. Whatever shall we do? And look, here we see in this picture, we see how they've lost the Flumflum and they don't know how to get it back. So this page is cut off a little bit, but on this page just saying they found the tom-tom drum in the patchwork sack, and they're gonna use that to play the drums and hopefully attract the monkey, which we see right here, to make him drop the flumflum. The monkey crept closer. He listened to the tunes. He put down the flumflum and he grabbed the wooden spoons. Bang, 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 bang. He played, and they took the flumflum and brought it back to Granny. Granny ate the flumflum. The measles disappeared. She's cured, said the doctor, and everyone cheered. And Jack said, thank you for the pair of wooden spoons, the porridge bowl, the skipping rope, the red and blue balloons. Thank you for the tent pegs and the pack of chewing gum. And thank you, Granny, for the tom-tom drum. But the 3 spotty hankies, what was the use of those? The hankies, silly, were to blow your nose. And the end. Thank you so much for reading with me today. I hope you liked Jack and the Flumflum Tree by Julia Donaldson as much as I do. I can't wait to see you guys at the next Saturday Achieve session.